Good day. I'm Willie P. Calo, a Teacher 3 from the Department of Education, Division of Cagayan de Oro City, and currently a PhD student in Educational Management at Capital University. Together with my co-author, Michelle L. Mamburao, a Teacher 3 from Diminishes City, we are honored to present our collaborative research that explores how pay satisfaction and demographics influence teachers' integration of technology in the classroom. The title of our research is Examining the Moderating Role of Demographics in the Relationship Between Pay Satisfaction and Technological Pedagogical Content Knowledge in the Context of Public School Teachers. One compelling reason behind this study is the recent implementation of Executive Order No. 64 under the Salary Standardization Law, which led to a salary increase for DepEd teachers. We wanted to examine whether this pay raise correlates with higher motivation and improved technological teaching competence, or TPACK. We also considered that age and experience might influence how teachers respond to compensation, yet this area remains underexplored. Our goal was to address that gap. This study aimed to accomplish three key objectives. First, to determine the level of pay satisfaction and TPACK among public school teachers. Second, to examine whether there is a relationship between pay satisfaction and TPACK. And third, to test if demographic factors, specifically age and years of teaching experience, moderate this relationship. The study is anchored on the TPACK framework, which describes the knowledge teachers need to effectively integrate technology into their pedagogy. It focuses on the intersections between technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge. To understand the motivational aspect, we used Herzberg's two-factor theory. This theory classifies salary as a hygiene factor, one that prevents dissatisfaction. We hypothesized that better pay could influence teachers' willingness to grow professionally, particularly in adopting and integrating educational technology. We employed a quantitative, descriptive-correlational research designed to explore the relationship between pay satisfaction and TPACK. Our respondents were 102 public school teachers in the Division of Diminishes City, selected using stratified random sampling to ensure representation. We used two validated instruments, a modified version of the Pay Satisfaction Questionnaire by Heinemann and Schwab, and an adapted TPACK scale by Giannakos and colleagues. Data were analyzed using SPSS, applying descriptive statistics, Pearson correlation, and regression analysis. We also tested for moderation effects using interaction terms between pay satisfaction and demographic factors like age and years of teaching experience. Our participants were mostly within the 30 to 39 age range, followed by those in their 50s. Over half had more than 10 years of teaching experience, reflecting a mature and experienced workforce. These demographics became important later when testing the moderating effects of age and experience on the TPACK pay satisfaction relationship. Teachers reported moderate satisfaction with their pay. Dissatisfaction was highest with salary adequacy for living costs, despite recent adjustments under EO No. 64. On the other hand, teachers exhibited very high TPACK, particularly in content and pedagogical domains. This aligns with studies like Ilahood, 2023, and Fabian et al., 2019, which affirm that content knowledge remains a strength among Filipino teachers, while technological skills require more development. We found a significant but weak positive correlation between overall pay satisfaction and TPACK. The relationship was strongest with content and pedagogical knowledge. This suggests that financial satisfaction may influence teacher confidence and competence, especially in core teaching areas. This reflects findings by Nguyen et al., 2023, who noted a connection between pay and professional efficacy. Regression analysis confirmed that pay satisfaction significantly predicts TPACK, albeit modestly. While only a small portion of variance was explained, this highlights how compensation can influence teacher development. This supports Presidio, 2023, who emphasized that satisfied teachers are more likely to engage in professional growth, including tech integration. One of the most compelling findings of our study was the moderating effect of age and years of teaching experience on the relationship between pay satisfaction and TPACK. Statistically, age showed a significant negative moderation effect. This means that as teachers grow older, the positive influence of pay satisfaction on their TPACK tends to decrease. One explanation is that older teachers may prioritize job stability, benefits, or intrinsic rewards such as recognition and autonomy over financial incentives. This insight echoes the findings of Chen et al. 2023 and Ng 2023, who emphasized that older professionals often place less emphasis on monetary factors and more on work-life balance and job security. In contrast, years of teaching experience showed a significant positive moderation. This suggests that teachers who have stayed longer in the profession are more responsive to the benefits of increased pay, possibly because they've invested more in their career and expect proportional returns in terms of support and recognition. These teachers may also be more embedded in the system and thus more likely to use improved compensation as a motivator for upgrading their skills, including TPACK. This observation is consistent with the findings of Wang et al. 2021 and Sabamana 2024, who reported that teachers with longer service tend to respond positively to pay incentives, viewing them as recognition for their dedication and professional contribution. These teachers are also more embedded within the school system and thus more likely to leverage financial satisfaction to pursue digital competency, such as those reflected in the TPACK framework. Similarly, Gao and Liu, 2020, suggest that years of experience strengthen teachers' organizational ties, making pay adjustments a catalyst for deeper professional engagement. This study offers several key contributions to the field of education and teacher motivation. First, it confirms that pay satisfaction, although modest, significantly predicts teachers' technological pedagogical content knowledge. This is critical in an era where digital competence is essential in the classroom. Second, the study reveals that demographic factors, especially age and years of teaching experience, moderate this relationship. While older teachers appear less influenced by financial incentives, those with more years of experience are more likely to use improved pay as a springboard for professional development, including enhancing their TPACK. Third, the findings provide empirical support for extending Herzberg's two-factor theory into digital education, demonstrating how extrinsic motivators like salary can influence not only job satisfaction, but also pedagogical innovation and digital adoption. These insights enrich our understanding of how compensation structures intersect with professional growth and digital transformation in public education systems. This study holds a practical implication. First, it aligns with the goals of Executive Order No. 64, which increased public school teachers' salaries under the Salary Standardization Law. By examining the effect of that increase on teachers' professional competence, particularly their digital pedagogy, our study provides empirical data that supports the policy's relevance and impact. Lastly, it offers practical insights for school HR and planning teams to better align incentives and training with the evolving needs and capacities of educators in the digital age. This study has been more than an academic requirement, it's been a journey of reflection and rediscovery. We realized how much compensation, recognition, and motivation matter in shaping a teacher's willingness to grow, especially in adapting to technological change. Conducting the study required time, commitment, and balancing our work as a teacher and graduate student. There were days when we collected data after long teaching hours or spent nights encoding responses. But these sacrifices were meaningful because they revealed something deeply personal, that we are part of a profession that deserves support, and we have a role in contributing to that cause. We are especially thankful to the school leaders and teachers who welcomed our work, and to our mentors, Dr. Heidi Grace Mendoza, Dean of the Graduate School Capital University, and Dr. Joel Patani, our professor, who never stopped believing in our potential. This experience has reminded us that research is not only about finding answers, it's about making a difference. Before we end, we want to express our heartfelt gratitude to each of you for listening, reflecting, and giving value to our work. Research like this becomes meaningful only when it finds its way into real conversations, classrooms, and communities. May we continue supporting our teachers, not just with words of praise, but with systems and structures that truly empower them. Here are some of the key references that guided and supported our study. Full citations and additional sources are included in the final paper. We are grateful to these scholars for building the foundation on which our research stands.